Hey guys, it's PonkyPlays. Welcome to a Watcher of Realms video. So right now there's a few actual summoning events going on. There's the select an exclusive or a limited champion event going on, which I plan to summon for that. I do have a decent amount of shards right now so that I can summon probably like close to 400 with all the selling and stuff as well, which that'll be nice. There's the Adrian and Airless, which I wouldn't mind either, especially Airless. I would love an Airless. I do have some divine or legendary summoning crystals that I can use as well. I did do a 10 pool last week for my weeklies so that I could get my weekly rewards, and I actually ended up pulling a legendary from that. So I'm at zero mercy now. But I did go ahead and pull on Aelin, so depending on what else I get in this video, I'll definitely go through her kit at the end of the video. If you guys are interested, I do like going through the kits of the champions I pull. So if you want to stick around for that as well, you're more than welcome. But yeah, and then I definitely do plan on pulling some Ancients for either Valara or Rivenhald. They are both, I mean, Valara is easily one of the best champions right now, and Rivenhald sounds like a really nice lord that they just added, so I would love to have him. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just start out with my legendary summoning crystals and go from there. So let's see how lucky I can get today. Let's go. I did forget to mention, so for the select a limited hero, it's really hard because I would love to, like Kogiri, I only have him A1. I would love to get him A3. But I don't know how often they plan on doing these select ones, because most of the time they just go ahead and do a specific one. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for a Captain Reeves, because I would like to eventually own them all. It might end up being not the smartest decision, but that's fine. I can potentially get some soul stones so that I can use on them, even though I'd rather use them on somebody else. But you know, it's possible that they'll eventually here soon do a limited specifically for Kogiri or one of the other ones I already own. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do Captain Reeves, so let's hope for the best. I'm gonna summon 170, and if I don't get a legendary by then I'm gonna do a PD swap, so let's see. Oh, I got really close to that pity swap, but I guess it's not gonna happen no more. Not sure who this is. Oh, is this Captain Reeves? So I just got him early, I guess. Okay. I feel like I've seen his video once before, but it's been a while, so I did not recall this. interesting. I think he's supposed to actually be pretty good too. I haven't necessarily looked at his kit that much because I didn't own him, so I don't know. I just know that he's a cultist defender. That's about it. And unlimited, I guess. But I do have Rasag, so now that I have their partner skills, which I think all it does is just make the experience and gold double their passive to gain experience and gold. Let me really quickly go ahead and go through all of the champions I just got, see how many more resources I've got. I'm probably gonna just continue summoning on the Captain Reeve banner just to potentially pull more, because it's a lot harder to pull limited than it is anything else. So yeah, let me go ahead and do the champion stuff really quickly and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So I'm gonna go ahead and just continue summoning. I don't think I've gotten any legendaries, so I'll just pick back up where I left off here in the normal summoning crystals, and then I'll move on to the ancient. So let's see. Hopefully I can keep getting some other legendary picks and hopefully a few extra of the Captain Reeves. If not, since I'm not gonna be going into the airless Adrian banner, then maybe I can get lucky and get one of the two here. But let's see. Wow, I don't know if I hit pity on that, but if not, pretty close. That was a lot. Let's see what I get. Is this... Oh, I think this is Nocturne? Yeah. I want to say this might be an A2 Nocturne for me. Which is not bad, because he's doing true damage, so getting extra attack on him is pretty good. Nice. I don't use Nocturne too much, but I think it's mostly because I don't have him skilled out. He does do pretty good damage, though, even without being fully skilled out, and the more awakenings I get on him, the better. So okay, let's I think I also recently, I almost want to say I might have pulled his exclusive, but maybe not. I don't remember. Anyways, let's just go ahead and keep pulling and seeing if any better luck than I've been getting so far. Okay, well, I mean, that's nice. Let's see what this one is. Okay, nice. I think I almost want to say this might be my first time getting a repeat on a banner for a limited summon. I always try and get repeats. No, wait, maybe I did for Sun Wukong. I think for Sun Wukong I got an extra one on one of the summonings. So this, I'm pretty sure, is the second time. And usually I feel like A1s are really strong for limited summons. I mean, honestly, A1, A3, and A5 for the limited especially tend to be really, really good. So this is nice. Let's see if I can keep getting any more. I hope so. That would be nice. Okay, let's just keep summoning. Okay, so I'm actually thinking I'm gonna go ahead and sell my stuff first. Get all the get some extra stuff back. I mean, right now I can already do some more. And see if maybe I can get some more ancients through the event that's going on, and then I'll go ahead and continue something. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm gonna go ahead and continue this, and then I think I was close to maybe getting some more because I would love to do a 60 pool if I can. Let's go ahead and continue on the Captain Reef banner and see if I can continue getting lucky with him. Maybe. Let's see. Hopefully it's another one. Ooh, Crodor. I actually did not go for him when he was a fragment, so I was kind of sad. I wish I would have gone for him. I think he's a really good defender, so I'm extremely happy that I got him. Nice. Okay. Awesome. Let's just go ahead and continue pulling. Nice. I was a little bit sad at the beginning because I felt like I was pretty much hitting Mercy on everything, but this has been a lot. Ooh. I know I have him awakened, but I don't know how far awakened. I almost want to say this might be an A3 Cerex, which he's awesome. I do use him, especially in like AoE Arena. He's great, so I'm happy. I wonder if I got any others. I think I've only gotten like a double legendary like once, maybe. Anyways, let's just continue. What? A Lord? Seriously? I don't know who this is. Ooh, Nastia! Oh my gosh, I was debating whether to use a Soulstone on her, because she is awesome. Well, an A1 Nastia is definitely not bad. That's exciting. She's definitely one of my favorite heroes. That's awesome. That's exciting. Oh, I do love Nastia. I use her a lot. Okay, that is really exciting. Obviously, I'm going to continue pulling just to see, but this is a really good pull. If this is all I pull from Ancients, I'm happy. Okay, let's go ahead and keep going. What? Okay, it's not a Lord, but still, that's... that's really nice. Okay. Ajira, interesting. This is a new one for me as well. An Arbiter Northerner. I know I was looking at her kit a little bit ago, and she seemed interesting. I definitely want to try her out and see, but nice. Okay, let's just, I mean, I have one more 10 pull, and then hopefully I can find enough so that I can do a second. Let's just see. Really? Ooh, okay. So I just pulled a cane, I think, on my last ancient pool, so this would be an A1. Interesting. Nice. That is really exciting. Okay, well, let me see if I can get any more shards by selling some of my champions and all that. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so this is gonna be the last little bit of pulling that I'm gonna do. I've got like 30 pulls, I think, that I can do here, and then the 10 pull that I can do here, which so far gotten super lucky with the ancients. I'm not expecting anything else in the 10 pool, but you don't know. But let's go ahead and see. Okay. I wasn't expecting to see any more gold, but I'm glad to see. Ooh, that's awesome. I love my Narissa, but I only have her, like, her one copy. I don't have her awakened at all. So this is really good for her. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, let's just do the last 10. Nice. Well, no Airless or the other new guy, but that's fine with me. I've gotten a lot of really good pulls so far. Let's close it off with this 10 pull and see if there's any more luck left. Okay, yeah, no, that's totally fine. Oh, that's exciting. And then I know apparently next week there's gonna be more. Oh yeah, there's that new Arbiter dwarf that seemed really, really strong. So I'm definitely planning on pulling next week as well. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that much for ancient shards between now and then. But hopefully I can get at least like 110 pool. That'll be nice. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let me really quickly do some of this, and then I'm gonna go through the kits of the champions that I did pull, which actually was a decent amount. So hopefully you guys enjoy and stick around to see that with me. Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and go through the kits of the new champions I got, and then we can go through the awakening ones that I can do, which I did pull a lot of legendaries this time around, so it's gonna be a lot. But let's look at Captain Reeves really quickly. So he's got a talent: for every 4 enemy units killed, increases attack speed by 10 permanently up to 100. That's already pretty nice. I wonder, because he's a defender, not a lot of defenders are like super heavy hitters. They're mostly there for bulk, but I wonder if he's actually a good damage dealer as well. So he's a magic attack user. Okay. Deals 100 damage to one enemy, which goes up to 120. His bond skill, Sunken Treasure, with Razak, gold obtained through battle is increased by 6%. I thought he did a 5%. I wonder if Razak does a 6% too. I don't know. This applies when Captain Reeves is in the team. And then Boiling Brine. His ultimate. During the ultimate, each attack deals 200, going up to 220 AoE damage to multiple enemies around and inflicts stun on them. And it is a 1 second stun. 1.5 second stun. This effect lasts for 25 seconds when skilled out, and it is a 900 cost when skilled out as well. During each attack. So each attack will do that and inflict stun. That's really good. That's actually pretty nice control. And it almost makes it seem like it might be like a square. What is it? A 5x5 square around him? Interesting. And then his first passive, Pact with the Drowned, inflicts slow on 5 enemies in range. So he's a really good control, and that's 10 enemies in range. And it is a 50% slow. Interesting. And I'm guessing this just constantly is on those 10 enemies, which is also really great. His basic attack is just a single hit, though. Interesting. Abyssal Envoy, when attacking enemy targets under control, restores 7% of max HP. That's also really good. And then in his ultimate, he's doing AoE attacks. So that must be like a really good, like, self-healing. And then Gold Mastery, gold obtained through battle is increased by 6%. So right now, as long as I have him in the team, I would get 12% extra gold. That's really nice. Okay, so I do have his exclusive artifact, I believe. Yeah, I've got 2. Interesting. Anchor of the Dam. During the effects of Boiling Brine, which I believe is his ultimate, increases damage by 15%. I bet that goes up too. And defeating a target increases attack by 1%, stacking up to 10 times. Interesting. I wonder what the enhancements look like on that. But that's pretty good. I don't know if he has an exclusive gear or not. Let's just go ahead and look at his awakenings though. I did pull an extra one, so I'll be able to get that first awakening, which is awesome. Awakening 1. For every 4 attacks landed, the next attack deals 150 AoE damage to enemies in range and inflicts stun. And it's a 1-second stun. So now he'll be able to do that outside of the ultimate. The ultimate lasts a while though too, so it's not bad. That's nice. I bet, because I feel like I faced Captain Reeves in like GVG, and I think he does do a decent amount of damage. So he gets extra HP on Awakening 2. Awakening 3 increases the slowing effect area of Pact with the Drowned when Boiling Brine is in effect. So it just gets a wider area for, I'm guessing, the slow. Yeah. The Awaken 4, cost reduction. I do gotta see what his cost is. Awakening 5, during the Boiling Brine, when surrounding enemies are killed, increases the duration by 1 second up to 10 seconds. So he can get that ultimate up longer. That's really nice. Okay. Let me really quickly check his cost. It's already not bad. 19 is pretty normal for a defender. So then it'll go down to 16. That's really nice. Okay. Let's see. So the next one I've got will be Jira. So she's an Arbiter Northerner. Let's see what her skills look like. She has a talent, increases max HP by 30%. The higher the current HP percentage, the higher the hero's vulnerability, up to 30%. So she'll take more damage? Maybe? Her basic attack deals 120 damage to one enemy. It's a physical attack. She is a defender. Oh no, she's a fighter. Why did I think she was a defender? I don't know. But yeah, she's a fighter. Interesting. Because most fighters do have like that 2 ahead range. So she can't be placed behind anybody or else she's not going to be able to target much. Triumphant Resolve. Her ultimate, it costs 800. When activated, restores 75% HP immediately during the skill's effect, increases max HP by 60%, damage dealt by 175%, and attack interval by 30%. So it increases the attack interval, okay. All lasting for 20 seconds. This effect will be permanent upon the second activation. Interesting. So she'll become slower, but she'll deal more damage. So that'll make up for it, and she'll get bulkier as well. And then her first passive, Divine Reprisal. For every 3 basic attacks, the 4th basic attack will deal 200 damage along with defense penetrating damage, equal to 100% total damage the hero has taken previously. Interesting. So yeah, she definitely wants to be up front. She doesn't want to be like behind a defender or anything. The accumulated damage taken will reset once it takes effect. The accumulated damage taken will not exceed 150% of the hero's max HP. And she does increase her HP, so she could possibly be really tanky. Mark of Retribution. So I guess that's why she also gets increased vulnerability, so that she's taking more damage to deal more damage in effect, I'm guessing. Retribution on enemies. The caster receives 30% more damage from units inflicted with Retribution. So she'll be taking a lot of damage. When attacking a target inflicted with Retribution, deals additional damage equal to 4%, it seems, of the hero's max HP. All damage received from enemies not inflicted with Retribution is reduced by 20%. So at least there's that. And that goes to 30%. Switching targets removes the Retribution inflicted on the previous target. So only one target seems like will have the Retribution on them. Okay. And then she's got extra damage in arena battles. I wonder if she costs a lot or not, because 17, it's a little pricey for arena, but not horrible, I guess. Okay, let's go to her Awakenings then. So Awakening 1, dealing damage to enemies will consume 1 stack of Radiant Erosion on them. Doesn't seem like she herself deals Radiant Erosion, so she'll have to be paired up with another champion that does that to deal additional damage equal to 4% of the hero's max HP and inflict stun. A 1-second stun. So anytime she deals damage though, that's pretty nice. If you've got somebody that's like consistently putting out Radiant Erosions, she definitely pairs really well with them. Awakening 2, extra attack. Awakening 3, once HP drops below 25%, gains a shield equal to 100% of max HP for 15 seconds. This effect can only be triggered 1 time per deployment. I mean, at least she's got some way of survivability, but I don't know. She does seem like she can make herself very vulnerable to damage. She gets Penetration on Awakening 4, and then Awakening 5 when an enemy carries Retribution for more than 5 seconds. Increases damage dealt to this enemy by 15%. Okay, she seems interesting for sure, but I wonder how much tanking she can do, because that'll be like the biggest thing that might make her either really good or really difficult to build. So next we have Corridor, which I think this is what the cost is. Yeah, 19. I don't know if that's always been there or not. I just barely noticed that. Anyway, so he costs 19. He is a Northerner defender. So his talent, damage scales off of defense, increases defense by 2% for every 20 seconds each time taking damage, up to 20% defense bonus. Okay, so every time he takes damage, it goes up 2% and it lasts for 20 seconds. But as long as he's consistently taking damage, it'll stay at 20%. Not bad. Deals 120 damage to one enemy. Very, normal physical attacker. Ultimate Iron Defense increases block by 2, which is awesome, and defense by 70, going up to 100%, lasting for 20 seconds when maxed out, and it costs 900. I know that this by itself is really good. I don't know if he's normally got a 3 block or a 4. I want to say it's a 3. Yeah. So then with the Bastion Ring, he can block up to 6 during his ultimate, which is really nice. His first passive, Braveheart, once HP drops below 30%, immediately enters a state of anger, bellowing up to 10 enemies? Yeah, ahead and inflicting attack reduction. a 20% attack reduction on them. The next 5 basic attacks, which goes up to 7 basic attacks, will strike up to 10 enemy targets ahead, dealing 100 or 240, I believe. AoE damage and inflicting stun for 2 seconds. This effect can only be triggered 1 time per deployment. Interesting. So he won't heal himself, or he won't do the unyielding or like a shield or anything, but because he's gonna be hitting a lot and putting them on stun for 2 seconds, I guess that's pretty good still. Let's see, his second unity strength, based on the number of adjacent allies, increases physical damage reduction and damage dealt. So increases, okay, both. The effect reaches a maximum of, that'll be 24%, when there are 3 allies in range, which is actually not that much. So 24% less damage taken and 24% more damage dealt. That's really good. North Guard in Gear Raid and Artifact Raid. During the ultimate, increases the block of all Northern or Defender allies on the field by 1. That's really good. Interesting. I like that a lot, actually. Well, that's nice. Let's see. So, I don't know if he's got an exclusive or not. As far as I recall, I don't have one if he does, but let's look at his awakenings. Awakening 1, when gaining shield strength increases by 20%. I don't think anything in his kit gave him shield, so it's just being paired by or with another champion that can shield him. Extra defense, awakening 3, during the state of anger, basic attack restores an additional rage of 50. That's nice. All damage reduction plus 8% on Awakening 4, and Awakening 5, the State of Anger has a cooldown. That's really nice. That's definitely the most desirable Awakening for him. I don't think his ultimate... Yeah, it doesn't... So there's nothing in his kit that, like, heals him per se. But he does seem like he can be super tanky, so as long as he's paired up with a good healer, he'll be fine, for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to all the champions that have awakenings on them. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start with Nastia. So her talent has a 40% chance of inflicting a 40% acute poisoning, which increases all poison and toxic surge damage taken by 40%, and 1 stack of poison. I think all poisons last for 10 seconds. Maybe. When dealing damage. When receiving direct damage from enemies, inflicts a 40% acute poisoning and a stack of poison. So dealing damage has a pretty high chance. Taking damage is guaranteed, which is great. Her basic attack deals 120 magic damage to one enemy, prioritizing the one with the highest HP. Her ultimate, Venomous Hatred, it's an auto ultimate and it's super cheap. And she is Esotericist Lord, which means it's even cheaper than what it looks like. As long as she's the Lord, at least, right? Deals 320% damage 6 times to one enemy with the highest HP in range, and inflicts 1 stack of poison and magic resistance reduction, which is the 30%, with each hit. For every 1 stack of poison on the target, increases this ultimate's damage multiplier by 1%, up to 30% increase. She hits really hard with this ultimate. Her passive, each time poison is successfully inflicted, deals true damage equal to 15% of attack 1 time. For every 1 stack of poison on the target, increases the true damage multiplier on the hit by 1%, up to 30% increase. So up to a 45% true damage every time she deals true damage. Or every time she inflicts a poison, she's also dealing true damage, which is great. Because it's a very high chance. Apocalypse Rising gains poison immunity. And then each time successfully inflicting poison or refreshing it 4 times increases the hero's attack by 4%, stacking up to 10 times. And then poisons are based on the attack of the caster. So the more attack, the higher the poison damage. It's just really, really nice. And then I believe her ultimate guaranteed poison. So during the ultimate, she's also each hit doing true damage, which is great. And then her Lord skill increases faction team members' basic attributes by 15%, reduces the team members' skill cost by 25%, and increases the damage against targets inflicted with debuffs by 5% per debuff, up to 40% increase, which is very strong. Her Awakening, which now I can get her Awakening 1. Each hit of the ultimate inflicts stun on the target with poison. Oh, that's gonna be really nice, especially against the Clan Boss 2. I think it's the Apocalypse. That's gonna be really good for his first form, I guess. When activated, applies poison immunity to allies within 2 tiles, lasting for 15 seconds. Each hit of the ultimate. Honestly, I feel like she probably gets to her ultimate within 15 seconds. So that's probably just a constant poison immunity on all allies, which is great. So let's go ahead and awaken her. That's really exciting. A2 is going to be extra attack, which is awesome. And increases faction team members' penetration by 5%. That'll be great. Awakening 3, if only one target exists in range, increases acute poisoning increased by talent to 70%. That's awesome as well. Awakening 4, penetration plus 8%. Awakening 5 deals 25% increased damage to targets inflicted with poison. Definitely would love to get more of her. Okay, next one's gonna be Nerissa. So her talent applies Abyssal Favor to one allied hero with the highest attacking range, which is inspiration basically. Its bearer gains 20% inspiration from Nerissa. When taking damage, recovers 5% HP and grants Nerissa 1 point of Black Pearls. This effect can be triggered 1 time within 2 seconds. Each trigger increases the Abyssal Favor's HP regen effect by 10% up to 100% increase. So they'll recover 10% HP at max, is what I'm getting. I think. And then each single target heal grants 1 point of Black Pearl. Every 4 points gets her 1 point of Atrophy, which then matters with her passives. Additionally, heals 1 allied unit in range. Okay, so I think every time she gets a Black Pearl from healing a single target, she'll heal an additional target. So she heals twice? It seems. She's got that like hollow vortex range, which is really nice. Applies 100% attack-based healing to 1 allied unit in range. She's actually a really, really strong healer by herself too. So it's not just the fact that she's doing the inspiration, but her healing is great. Black Swan Elegy. The ultimate, when casting the ultimate, consumes all atrophy and dispels debuffs from allies in the hero's basic attack range and within 1 tile around Abyssal Favor. So it can actually extend this range depending on who the Abyssal Favor champion is. When the ultimate is activated, each basic attack now deals 15% magic damage 30 times to the enemy with the lowest HP in range. Increases damage by 60% to enemies with shields. The ultimate lasts for 12 seconds, cannot gain Black Pearls during the ultimate. So it's really nice if you need like the dispelling of debuffs. And the damage can be pretty good against specific enemies. But most of the time, against like bosses and whatnot, unless I need the dispel of debuffs, I don't go ahead and trigger her ultimate. That way she can just keep up her Abyssal Favor. Well, not Abyssal Favor, because that's going to save, but the Black Pearl gains. And then with the passives, you'll see that you kind of want as much atrophy as possible. So her Siren Song passive reduces AoE damage taken by 20% for all allies in the hero's basic attack range and within 1 tile of Abyssal Favor bearers. When HP drops below 100%, they immediately receive healing with a 50% healing multiplier. Each target can trigger this effect up to 1 time every 5 seconds, which is great. And then her second passive, every 4 points of atrophy, which she gets 1 atrophy every 4 black pearls, increases the hero's attack by 10%, which also means the inspiration will go up, and reduces all damage taken by 8%, which great. When atrophy reaches 4 points or more, allies within the hero's basic attack range and 1 tile of Abyssal Favor Bearers gain increased healing received by 20%. And I believe it maxes out at 4 points. Maybe not. But either way, she can get a lot of extra attack and reduced damage, and then the increased healing is great. All effects reset when the ultimate ends, which is the reason why sometimes I don't even use her ultimate and just let her keep this build up, because it makes a huge difference. So for Awakenings, again, this is going to be an Awakening 1 for me. Increases AoE damage reduction from Siren Song by 10%. Oh, this is that Awakening. That's great. I think that's like the best AoE damage reduction, as long as she's Awaken 1, because otherwise it's Firsties damage or AoE damage reduction. Increases the range of buffs applied to allies by Abyssal Favor Bearer from within 1 tile to within 2 tiles. That's really nice. So extra range on her healing. This is not the Awakening though, because there's one that I believe makes it so that she can have 2 champions with Abyssal Favor. But either way, this one's a great Awakening as well. Awakening 2, extra attack, which is awesome for her. Awakening 3, when allies are healed by Siren Song, they gain a shield equal to 40% of their max HP for 5 seconds. Siren Song is... reduces... Oh, it's the one that, as long as their HP is 100%, any damage will heal them. That's really, really good. This effect can be triggered up to 1 time every 15 seconds. Not bad. And the shield is going to be great. I think she's just an esotericist, so it'd be nice to like have her paired up with Northerners. If she was a Northerner, that would be great, but either way, that's really nice. Awakening 4, extra attack, which again is great because she does provide inspiration. So Awakening 5 must be the extra Abyssal Favor, yeah. Every 4 points of atrophy increases the hero's healing multiplier by 5. And it lasts until the ultimate ends, obviously. So if you don't ever trigger the ultimate, it's going to be great extra healing. Additionally, Siren Song applies Abyssal Favor to 1 additional ally unit. That's definitely the most desirable Awakening on her, I think. But hey, I'm 1 step closer, which is awesome. Let's continue. Cerex. Ooh, so that's going to be an A3 for me. That's awesome. So his talent summons 3 Souls of the Dam when first deployed, which that's the damage dealers on his kit. They inherit 100% of the master's attributes and assist the master in attacking enemies in range. Each attack deals 80% AoE magic damage to up to 5 enemies. Souls of the Dam exist for 30 seconds. They hit hard. Let me just say, they hit really hard. So he himself, when there are no Souls of the Dam on the field, restores 10 rage per second. When there are Souls of the Dam on the field, his basic attack will launch Coercion instead, which attacks 1 Soul of the Dam every 4 seconds, increasing their damage by 40% for 5 seconds, yet reducing their existence by 5 seconds. The nice thing is that he is unaffected by attack speed, but you still want a decent amount of attack speed on him because it affects the Souls of the Dam, which they're the damage dealers on his kit. So getting good attack speed means they attack fast, and he's never going to attack faster than 4 per second, so he's not going to be like destroying the Souls of the Dam, which is really nice. Then his ultimate summons 4 Souls of the Dam and reduces the summon number by 1 with each ultimate cast. A minimum of 1 Soul of the Dam can be summoned. So he's one of those that You can have him out for a little bit, but after probably the third ultimate, you want to recall him so you can go ahead and resummon him and get every stack back, basically. Tormented Spirit, passive. When summoned, Souls of the Damned enhance their next 3 attacks, each dealing 220% damage and inflicting slow. At 25% slow. Actually did not recall that he did slow. So that's every time he summons a Soul of the Damned. And then his second passive, Purgatory. After any Souls of the Damned disappear, the existence of the remaining Souls of the Damned will be extended by 2 seconds, which that's really great as well. So his Awakenings. Awakening 1 summons 2 extra Souls of the Damned when first deployed. So normally he would have summoned 3, but because of his Awakening 1, he summons 5, which is great. I wish that it was every time he was deployed, but that is probably a little too strong. Awakening 2, extra attack. Awakening 3, when there are no Souls of the Damned on the field, each time the hero restores rage, there is a 5% chance to instantly gain full rage. A 30-second cooldown. Interesting. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. That just means that you can get a lot of Souls of the Damned out really fast and then recall him and do that stuff more frequently. Not bad. Awakening 4, penetration plus 8%. And then Awakening 5 increases the effect's duration of coercion and Souls of the Damned by 5 seconds. So then it increases the Soul of the Damned's damage for 10 seconds. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm really close to getting him there, which is not bad at all. So we got Nocturne next. He has no talent, unfortunately. So his basic attack deals 120 magic damage to one enemy. His ultimate, Impure Wings, he's got this like interesting range, which is not bad. In an expanded attack range, each attack launched deals magic damage equal to 220% attack plus maybe 220% extra magic damage, lasting for 25 seconds. It might be that only just one of them goes up. I don't know. And it lasts for 30 seconds when maxed out. The skill costs 800 as well when maxed out. He's also a Northerner Infernal. And then his first passive, Dark Feathers, when Impure Wings is on, which is his ultimate, increases attack speed by 100 points and always targets the enemy with the highest defense. And then his second passive, Dark Sacrifice, each attack launch has a 15% going up to a 20% chance to deal true damage equal to 380% of attack one time. Which true damage is always really nice. So I do have his exclusive artifact, Mind Flayer Quartz. The trigger chance of Dark Sacrifice increases by an extra 10%, which I believe that was the true damage, so that's a 30% chance. When it's triggered, the hero restores 35% or 35 rage in general. That's pretty good. That's like, if it's a 30% chance of triggering it, that's a really good ratio to get that much rage. And then I do have his exclusive gear as well. Let me check it out. So, during the Impure Wings, which is his ultimate, Nocturne gains 15% attack increase, which just means he'll deal more damage in general and through the true damage. That's really nice. So his first awakening, Impure Wings duration goes up by 5 seconds, which I believe it was 30 seconds normally if you have him maxed out. So it goes up to 35 seconds. That's pretty good. Awakening 2, extra attack, which for a true damage dealer is going to be great. Then Awakening 3, during the effects of Impure Wings, increases crit rate and crit damage by 20%, which that's really great because since he's a true damage dealer, it's, you don't necessarily need to build him with full crit rate, just his priority is going to be attack, so not having to worry too much about his crit rate being maxed. And then the crit damage is just going to be extra great because, again, his priority is going to be attack percent. So he'll probably be a little lower on crit damage than you'd like. So this is just extra damage, which is awesome. Crit rate plus 8%, Awakening 4. Not bad. And then Awakening 5, the first 3 basic attacks of Impure Wing trigger the Dark Sacrifice. So it'll guarantee the true damage, I believe. I think that's the Dark Sacrifice skill. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. So we've got Kane. So his talent, when deployed, gains 4 stack of Shard of Deception, which I believe he starts out with 4. There's no other way of gaining more. Each stack increases basic attribute by 10%. Each ultimate cast reduces Shard of Deception by 1 stack. So it'll reduce his basic attribute percentage increase, but because his ultimate is a manual, there's a way where you can, if you don't want to use the ultimate, you can just keep him doing his normal attacks and just keep that extra stacks. Depending on the scenario, it might be that might be like a pretty good strategy to go for. After 10 seconds, restores 7 cost. And then if the hero is in a Lord faction team, restores an additional 3 cost, so he can restore up to 10 cost. And then afterwards, triggers the cost regen 1 time every 20 seconds. So on the first 10 seconds, a 10 cost. On every 20 seconds after, 10 more cost. Really nice having one of those cost increased champions. And his kit seems decent enough where he might actually provide good support alongside it. So his basic attack is a physical attack to 5 enemies with that double ahead range, 120% damage. His ultimate, Reptilian Revenge, has that marksman range. It deals 1,000 damage to up to 10 enemy targets ahead. It costs 650, which is not too bad. He's a Northerner and a Supreme Arbiter, which is pretty great. But again, you might just end up not using the ultimate at all so that you can just keep those stacks of the Shard of Deception. The first passive is an auto passive, Insidious Strike. Every 12 seconds when maxed out, deals 300 damage to 5 enemy targets ahead and knocks them back, which is pretty nice. A way of controlling the enemies. And then the second passive, Killer Instinct. When HP drops below 50%, gains damage reduction by 20% and restores 5% HP each time dealing damage. Which just means anytime his HP drops that low, he's just taking less damage and constantly healing. It's really nice. And then Arena Damage Increase, which is also great. I don't remember. I think he wasn't super costly. Yeah, he only cost 12, which is really nice as well. He apparently did also get an exclusive artifact, just barely. So I'm going to really quickly look at it because I have not looked at it yet. Leviathan. Increases AoE damage by 20%. It increases adjacent allies' penetration by 15%. Takes effect only when stronger than the current buff, debuff on the same attribute. Really interesting. Especially because he's a fighter, but he almost seems like a tanky-ish fighter. Interesting. Okay. So let's look at his awakenings. Awakening 1, Shard of Deception, stacks +2. So he'll have a 60% boost to his basic stats. And then redeployment time minus 15 seconds, which is also really nice because if you do want to just go ahead and use his ultimate, you can use it until he's got no more stacks or is low enough where you're like, okay, let me recall him to summon him again. That's pretty nice. Actually, a really good Awakening one. His Awakening 2 reduces his costs, so he goes from 12 to 10. Awakening 3, the ultimate can deal an additional 200 damage one time and inflict vulnerability. 20%. That's really good. That definitely gives you more of an incentive to actually use the ultimate and not just hold it back. Awakening 4, attack plus 300. And then Awakening 5, when Killer Instinct is triggered, the hero gains a shield equal to 50% max HP for 10 seconds with a 60-second cooldown. And that's the one that, as long as his HP is below 50%, he'll take less damage and heal up. Yeah, again, he sounds like he's gonna have pretty decent survivability, especially for a fighter, so he'll be more of like a tank in a way. I don't know. Being like a potential good tank that also is increasing your cost might make him actually really good in Arena. I haven't necessarily seen him used, but I don't think he'd be bad. Okay, and for last, I'm actually gonna go through Aylin's kit as well, since I did pull her before making the video, and I have actually not gone through her kit yet either. So she costs 6. I didn't even realize she cost that little. Wow. Interesting. Okay, so her talent receives 1 stack of Divine Moonlight every 1 second, stacking up to 50 times. Divine Moonlight increases base healing by 1%. So she can get 50% extra base healing. Not bad. Sustained AoE heal grants attack-based healing to all allies in range, which is a really nice range. And it is, let's see. It doesn't show how much the healing is, but it goes up by 20% more. Let's see. Her ultimate Aria of Moon, when triggered, increases the hero's healing multiplier by 100% and speeds up heals by 100% for 20 seconds, and it costs 1,000. So basically healing 4 times as much, because she's healing 100% better and 100% faster for 20 seconds. That's pretty good. Let's see, she's a Infernal. Okay. Then Lunar Haven. When Divine Moonlight reaches 23 stacks, I guess 18 stacks, increases healing multiplier by 20%. Additionally, allies in range will receive 15% less damage, which that's really good. I know that I keep hearing people say that Aylin is like a healing battery. I can see why. Solidarity passive. For every 1 ally target in range, increases base healing by 3%, it seems, and acquires 3 additional stacks of Divine Moonlight. Interesting. So the more ally targets in range, I wonder if that includes herself. So if she immediately gets that because of herself. But the more allied units in range, she'll just immediately get extra healing multiplier and start out with more of the Divine Moonlight stacks. That's really good. Let's see. So I do have her exclusive artifact actually. Let's see, 60 seconds after deployment, gains a permanent invisibility and increases attack speed by 50. That's really good. So she'll become invisible, and she'll be faster at healing as well. That seems like a pretty nice artifact. Let's see, her awakenings. Awakening 1 increases the healing multiplier on targets with HP below 30% by 30%. So extra healing on them. Healing effect plus 8, really good. Awakening 3, this is the passive. The one that does the damage reduction and increased healing multiplier. During the effects of Lunar Haven, Further increases healing multiplier by 10%. Additionally, when Divine Moonlight reaches the max stacks, the healing range will be extended. So she'll have an even bigger range. That's kind of crazy. Let's see, Awakening 4, Rage Region Auto, +1, and then Awakening 5, when Aria of Moon ends, which that is the ultimate. Every stack of Divine Moonlight restores 6 Rage, and she can have up to 50, which means, what, 300 Rage? That seems really nice. Okay. Not bad. Well, that's gonna be it for today's video. That's a lot of champions that we went through. One of them I did pull, like I said before the video started, on a random 10 pull that I did for the weeklies. But still, I was kind of scared at first because I feel like the first 2 legendaries were pretty much wanting to go all the way to Mercy to pull them, so I wasn't super hopeful, but like, wow, I am shocked by how good a luck I had afterwards. I hope you guys had really good luck on your pulls if you went ahead and did pulls on these banners. I know I did. I got really good luck for sure. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my video. I am very happy with the champions I pulled. I'm glad I was able to pull an extra of the Captain Reeves because getting them awakened any is really, really good. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys at that. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until the next video, guys, take care.